Yo, what's up? It's Dajin back with another video, and today we are going to be talking about lion's mane. And honestly, I'm just going to be talking about how it's affected me. I've been taking it for about like 3-4 months now, probably a little bit longer, but I just want to tell y'all like what I think about it, my overall opinion, and like if you should really get on lion's mane. So disclaimer here, I'm not a medical professional. You should definitely talk to your doctor before you try this, but I didn't, so take that with a grain of salt, do whatever. But so going down that internet rabbit hole, I didn't find it on Joe Rogan, but I know Joe Rogan talked about it, the benefits of lion's mane. It's like, if you don't know the backstory about it, it's like a mushroom that was found in China. And it's, it was used in ancient China, where they used it to kind of like help them with memory, being focused. And, it's just it sounds like a type of medicine that could really benefit you in a lot of ways. I watched a lot of different people talk about it and how they felt more clarity, they felt like they could remember things, their anxiety went away. And the reason why I decided to take it, because I'm in college right now and I need like something other than Addies or a crazy substance, so I could like stay focused in class and like have a better memory. So I decided that lion's mane would be a good, it'll be worth a try. So I decided to try it a couple of months ago. Like, I'm doing electrical engineering, and it's gonna get harder. So you got to have good foundations in order to succeed in electrical engineering. So I wanted to have something that can help me hold my memory better, help me stay focused. And I feel like lion's mane, for the most part, it has done its job when it comes to like helping me with my memory. And if anything, it helped me improve my memory and my like recognition for like the most part. I started lion's mane around December, I think, November. I keep getting the dates mixed up. But I started it around, let's just say November. I was taking it. I had big exams coming up. I ended up passing all those exams. I ended up like doing really great on all of them. The benefits were definitely being I started out with about like 500 milligrams dosage, which, it's a decent amount. Some people take like up to 1,000. Some people, take a certain amount. But what I recommend is take this supplement, this herb, whatever you want to call it. I recommend that, first talk to your doctor, obviously, but also like start in a lower dosage to see how it affects you. Because one thing that I notice about like all of these supplements that are coming out, like ashwagandha, like K2, vitamin D, all these things, well, some of them already been out, they affect people very differently. Some people may take these substances and experience absolutely nothing, while other people, they might take this like lion's mane and they might like experience like the end of the world. Like, they might have like a drastic headache and their head might be throbbing for like hours at a time. So I recommend talk to your doctor. If you don't want to, then just start at a lower dosage, see how you feel, and if it's not for you, then move on to the next thing. Like, get into the details. So when you first start taking it, you're gonna notice like you have increased energy. Like, you're gonna want to do something, and depending on what you do, that like thing will stick in your head. So for example, if you decide to like play racing video games or something, you decide to like memorize all the cars in that video game, and you just start taking lion's mane, you will be able to remember every single type of car and all the car parts if you decide to do that. But if you decide to waste your time, do something like degenerate FAP or something, I don't know, then you're going to remember that. So it's kind of like your power, your responsibility. If you want to mess around while taking lion's mane and do things that are unproductive, then do that. But if you want to like do things that are worth your time, then I can't do it aside that for you guys. But you make up your own schedule. But with the increased energy, more brain stimulating activities, because lion's mane does help with like the neural growth factor in your brain. It you'll notice the difference. Your mind will feel like you're just like you got more going on in your brain now. You have more energy, you can study more, you're definitely going to be able to focus more. Like I said, my focus improved. Now I feel like we should kind of get into the downsides about lion's mane. One thing, it will, or it could mess up your sleep schedule. There's been times where I took it and it I just didn't want to go to sleep for a long time. I wanted to stay up, do something. It could be anything. Another thing, you might get vague headaches sometimes off of this substance. It's, the headaches, they can last anywhere from like a few hours to a day, because your brain's experience more activity. So that's just another thing that you should keep tabs on. More of a long-term effect is that you will notice if you take it in large doses for probably weeks or months straight, your heart rate will go down a bit. It will feel a bit weird when you get up. So, if you have heart issues, definitely talk to your doctor before taking this. And mind you, I was taking this substance probably once a week at minimum. If you take it 1,000 milligrams, take it once a week, because I think it's definitely going to affect you if you just keep taking too much. Another thing with the larger doses of lion's mane that you take, you will feel it more in your stomach. It will give you some digestive issues if you take really large sums of it. So just keep that in a reminder. Don't go I'm going to take 3,000 milligrams of lion's mane today, and I'm gonna be the smartest fucker on this nah, bro, you're gonna be shitting your brains out. So I recommend doing your research, going online. Just that the best thing you could do for any of these supplements is just do your fucking research. It really just comes down to that. See if it's good for you, determine if it is. If you don't want to talk to your doctor, then just do your research yourself. That's my recommendation. They have this subreddit called Lion's Mane Destroyed My Life. I don't know. I read into it. I read a lot of different things that quote unquote happened to these people in this subreddit. To each to own. Some of those people, they genuinely were affected by the medication, sadly, and it affected their life. But other people, they just were dumbasses and they just didn't take it right. So, do your research, learn how you could possibly take it right. Don't overdo it, because you're not invincible. You're not a fucking superhero. So don't overdo it. And you should be good, and you should get out of it what you intend to get out of it. If you want to have better focus, then you'll have better focus. If you want to have a better memory, you'll have a better memory. But just do your research and stuff beforehand.